moment in history where I could stand and say, arithmetic begins here, now. People have been counting as they've been talking in every culture. Arithmetic, like language, begins in legend. But mathematics, in our sense, that is reasoning with numbers, that is another matter. And it's to look for the origin of that at the hinge of legend and history that I have come sailing to the island of Samos. In legendary times, Samos was the center of the Greek worship of Hera, the Queen of Heaven, the lawful and jealous wife of Zeus. What remains of her temple, the Heraion, dates from the 6th century before Christ. There was born on Samos about 580 BC, the first genius and the founder of Greek mathematics, Pythagoras. During his lifetime, the island was taken over by the tyrant Polycrates. There is a tradition that before Pythagoras fled, he taught for a while in hiding in this small white cave in the mountains. Samos is a magical island. The air is full of sea and trees and music. Perhaps Pythagoras was a kind of magician to his followers because he taught them that nature is commanded by numbers. There is a harmony in nature, he said, a unity in her variety, and it has a language. Numbers are the language of nature. Pythagoras found a basic relation between musical harmony and mathematics. The story of his discovery survives only in a garbled form, like a folk tale. But what he discovered was precise. A single stretched string, vibrating as a whole, produces a ground note. The notes that sound harmonious with it are produced by dividing the string into an exact number of parts, into exactly 2 parts, into exactly 3 parts, into exactly 4 equal parts, and so on. If the still point in the string, the node, does not come at one of these exact points, the sound is discordant. This is the ground note. This is the octave above it. This is the 4th above that. This is the 5th, another octave above. And this, which Pythagoras did not reach, is the major 3rd above that. Pythagoras had discovered that the chords that sound pleasing to the ear, the Western ear, correspond to exact divisions of the string by whole numbers. To the Pythagoreans, that discovery had a mystic force. They felt that all the regularities in nature are musical. The movements of the heavens were, for them, the music of the spheres. Early Greek music must have sounded like this, which has been composed on Pythagorean harmonies. Pythagoras had proved that the world of sound is governed by exact numbers. And he went on to prove that the same thing is true of the world of vision. That's an extraordinary achievement. Here I am in this marvelous colored landscape of Greece, the wild natural forms, the Orphic dells, the sea. Where under this can there lie a simple numerical structure? Well, it's clear that it must begin from two experiences on which our visual world is based. That gravity is vertical, and that the horizon stands at right angles to it. And it's that which fixes the nature of the right angle. So if I were to turn this 4 times, back I come to the cross of gravity and horizon in the world of vision, but also in the horizontal world of experience in which, in fact, we live. Consider that world. Here I am, looking across the straits from Samos to Asia Minor, due south, pointing there. If I turn that right angle through one right angle, it points due west. If I now turn it through a second right angle, it points due north. And if I now point that, it points due east. And the last turn would take it due south. Not only the world as we experience it, but the world as we construct it is built on that relation. Since the time the Babylonians built the Hanging Gardens, since the time that the Egyptians built the pyramids, they knew that there is a builder set square in which the numerical relations make the right angle. The Babylonians knew hundreds of formulae for this, 2000 BC. The Indians, the Egyptians knew them. The Egyptians always used a set square made of